Hello and welcome everyone to another session of SQL. This is Archie from Infinity Data Academy, and today we are in day 3 of our SQL session. So अभी तक हमने day 1 and day 2 classes में we covered up the intro to SQL, basic syntax of it, and last day 2 classes में हमने cover किया था the CRUD operation. The CRUD operations are basically how to create database or table, read from table, then update table and delete. These are from the four basic functionality of database, that is CRUD operations. आज हम will go more in detail into how to query data from the databases, and that will be main focus of our today's class. And we will also go about the different aggregate functions जो database में use करते हैं. So once more, welcome to the Infinity Data Academy SQL session. Now let's fire up our workbench जिसमें we will do all these. And so last में we left off over here. हमने एक we created a very simple database, that is Infinity Data, and उसके अंदर हमने sample table create किया था for the students, जिसमें हमने student details add किया था. Now uh, आज के क्लास के लिए we can use same database, but since इसमें data बहुत कम है, so we are going to go and download a sample database जिसके अंदर we can do a lot more queries. So if you want, you can download a very test database from here. ये database employees data set है, and this is available on your MySQL official website also. You can go to this link, and this provides you how to download this data. This is there on GitHub. GitHub में आप जाएंगे, and then you over here you can download the zip file of it. एक बार उसका zip file आप download करेंगे, then using your command line you can create this database into your SQL local host. So this is where I have downloaded and unzipped this database. So this is your database. इसके अंदर हमें employees.sql है. That SQL we have to run to load all the data as a database into our local host. So इसके अंदर this is basically going to create. If you want we can go through it, and इसमें क्या करेंगे, इसमें we are basically creating employees department, ये सारी tables हम create कर रहे हैं, and then all those details are getting इनके ऊपर जो हमारी जो details है और जो employee की actual sample values हैं, they are getting loaded from this dump files. So these dump files are basically कोई भी आप SQL database से file को as a dump file export कर सकते हो. So this is going to load data into our local SQL server as a table, right? So इसको run करने के लिए you can go to your command line. I will open the command directly from here. इसके ऊपर just make sure your MySQL bin path जो है वो आपके environment variable में set है. If not, you can just Google it up quickly and how to set MySQL bin path into your environment variable and set it up. इसके लिए now what I'm going to do is यहाँ पे we have to just write a command mysql then dash u. Your username is root unless आप किसी और third party SQL server पे हैं. Your local username is going to be root, and then dash p is for that we will provide the password on prompt, and as soon as I add enter, then you will see what it means. And उसके बाद you have to provide your database name जो आप इस database का name है. So this is a employees data set, so I'll just keep the data set as data employees, and then we have to provide कि हमें कौन सी SQL script run करनी है. So we are going to run this employees.sql. You can see these instructions are over here also. Like it is telling you to unzip this and then run this employees.sql table. All right, so I will be doing this. It is going to prompt me for to enter my password. Okay, so as you can see मेरे को इधर error आया है that employee database it does not exist. So उसके लिए what we can do is we can first see go to our SQL workbench and just create your schema, create database. Sorry about the typo, database, and I will just create a employees database and run this. So it has created this. and I will run this command again जो ऊपर रन किया था. Again enter the password. Wait a minute. Think my password may be wrong. Yes, okay. I think I typed mistyped the password that time. But as you can see, अब ये जो है this database is creating the all the tables and structure जो भी database में है. As you can see, the first जो table create हुई है that is the department employees then the department and employees department manager. We'll see all these tables जब यहाँ पे create हो जाएगी. You can see this into your workbench directly. So this will take some time. Meanwhile, let me refresh and see कि इधर the tables are there. Okay, as you can see, at least the table details are there. So you can see departments where there is department. Is it still running? Yep, it is loading the title salaries. So you can see there are six tables currently. So there is department, just may we have the department number, department name, and then we have the department that is the basically employee details hai as well as the department name hai and from which date to which date that employee was part of that particular department. Then we have the department manager, कौन सा employee किस department के manager हैं. Then this employees table is the main table that contains all the employee details जो भी company के अंदर आपके हैं. And then we have the salary details like with using the employee number. इधर आप कहीं भी देखें, let me just highlight it if you're not. So you can see over here यहाँ पे लेफ्ट बॉटम में द एम्प्लॉय डिटेल जो भी आपके टेबल आप सिलेक्ट करेंगे उससे रिलेटेड डिटेल यहाँ पे हाईलाइट हो रही है. सो लाइक फॉर दिस यू हैव द प्राइमरी की दैट इज एम्प्लॉय नंबर and the as well as the from date. So you combine this as a composite primary key over here for you. Then you salary details. Then you have the titles basically ki employee name number kya hai, then the title and the from date to date department. Let's see हमारी query has it stopped running. Yes, you can see the query is successfully done and all your details have been loaded into your database. Just refreshing it again in case there is anything. Okay, so सबसे पहले let me just let's write we are going to use this database for all our queries now. So let me run this use employees. And then सबसे पहले आपको कोई भी टेबल का if you want to see all these rows and columns जो भी उस टेबल में available हैं, you just have to do select star from and then that table name. I'll just select the employees table just to see इसमें कितने number of rows and columns हैं. So SQL Workbench में you can see by default the limit is 1000, but you can increase this limit as well according to your output जो भी आपको output में जितने number of rows चाहिए, right? So you can see here यहाँ पे हमारे पास employee number, birth date, first name, last name, then the gender and hire date. All these details are present in this database. So इसमें क्या है, select star from employees में we can see all the number of rows and columns. Let's say if you want to see just selected number of rows and column. Let's say I just want to see the employee number and then उसके बाद मुझे देखना है the employees first name and let's say मेरे को उसका last name देखना है and as well as the hire date from and then again the table name is employees and I'll run this query. So you can see अगर आपको selected columns देखने हैं you can write those particular columns जिसमें आपको ये data देखना है. Another thing that you can do is so अभी हम क्या कर रहे हैं different options देख रहे हैं for querying our data and then we will start with some of the aggregation function. So another thing that you can do is इसमें क्या है SQL Workbench में obviously there is a limit to of 1000 row, but if you want to set your own limit you can do that using the limit. Limit is a keyword, right? limit 50, let's say मैंने किया, and then we run this, so you can see the output will be limited to just 50 rows instead of 1000. As you can see, after 50 there is no extra data, so you can do this limit, use this limit for that. Or एक option we'll discuss, that is I'm just using this same query to show you different functionality, right? So and limit this, इस केस में हम limit हटा देते हैं, and then let's go, हमें मुझे देखना है there is another keyword where जिसमें हम condition check कर सकते हैं कि इस basis पे मुझे employees का data देखना है, where let's say hire date, I'll go by hire date is greater than equal to, and I'm going to be giving the date as 1999 01 and 01. This is just a sample date जो मैंने लिया है, and let me see. Okay, now you can see इसमें कौन से employees select हुए हैं, where the hire date is, you can see all these employees have been hired after 1999. इसमें again there is a limit of 1000, but there is a possibility कि और भी ज़्यादा employees details होंगी. And another thing is, let's say आपको simple check करना है how many employees are there, कितने employees की detail है. You can do that using select count star. Count star will basically आपकी uh, कोई भी table है, you want to count the number of records, उसके लिए you can use the count star. So select count star from employees. So I'm running this over a single table only, employees, but you can try all this queries over all the table. अभी हमारे पास we have total of 6 different tables in our data. So when we run more queries in the future, we will I'll show you how to we can join this table and how to get the desired data, right? So select count from employees, you can do. Also what you can do is there is another keyword distinct. Distinct is basically आपको कोई भी उसके unique values चाहिए. So if you want to see, select distinct, and you want to see what do we have first name, last name, hire date, and we have the gender. Let's go by gender. So wait, just to see if it's two, more than two, we have gender, like, because बाकी सबका करेंगे there will be lot of values in the other, like there is going to be thousands of hire date from employees. So gender can be two or more than two. In this table, it's only two over here. All right, so you can see distinct आप use कर सकते हैं to get the unique number of values. ऐसे ही if you run distinct on first name or last name, so obviously 300,000 तो नहीं आएगा, उससे maybe कम आए because of the repetition. But you, if you want to just check how many distinct values are there in a particular column or a group of column, then you can use that keyword. Distinct you can put in more than one column as well. Like I can do it on like employee number, comma gender. So उस केस में क्या करेगा, distinct will consider both the columns आपको distinct value show करने के लिए. And उस केस में if you use employee number as well as gender, तो obviously it's going to show all the rows because employee number is a unique value in this. As you can see इसके table detail में the employee number is unique value and it's a primary key, is table key. And the hire date is a date value, and as well as your birth rate is a date value. First name and last name, as हमने last time में देखा था, it's a varchar and we have a limit of 14 character, 16 character over here. And this gender is enum. Enum is basically आप define कर सकते हैं the number of values, kind of like array होता है in a programming language. So it's, you can same way define कर सकते हैं कि gender में it can be only these two values. So obviously this is a very old data set, that's why it has just these two options, but otherwise like in the today's era there are a lot more options than just two. So if you want to modify this table according to your own uh, use case, you can add in your own number of options in the in all these, in any of these columns. right? So there is this, हमने select discuss किया, and just give me a. Alright, let's see few more interesting cases or different keywords जो हम use कर सकते हैं to query the data, and उसके बाद we'll go to see how joins and different aggregation function work in the database. So as you can see, uh, employees table जो हमारी है, let's see, select जो भी, let's go again by star, and we are going to select the employees table, and इसमें हम क्या कर सकते हैं, we can order it by the बाय सर्टेन कॉलम. अब हमें सर्टेन कॉलम बेसिकली हम उसको एम्प्लॉय को बर्थ डेट के अकॉर्डिंग भी ऑर्डर कर सकते हैं एज वेल एज दी हायर डेट. सो लेट्स order them by employee number, right? And as well as you can do it by multiple employees. Wait, sorry, there is a typo over here. Let me run this again. So as you can see, मैंने employee number के basis पे इनको करा है, and this is the first employee, that is 10001. And if you want to say descending order में करना है, that also you can do. You can simply write it as DESC, that will uh, sort the employees in order the employees in the descending order. And you can see जो last employee number है, that is somewhere around, this is around just below 5 lakh, that is 4 lakh 99,999, right? So that is the last employee number. So this is for descending order. Agar, just in case you have to, if let's say if you want to do it for multiple columns as well, तो वो भी आप कर सकते हैं. You can order them by employee number, and as well as, let's say I want to order by hire date after that, right? Hire date in ascending. So this is, let me run this again. So this is where firstly basically ये employee date के according, employee number के according descending में उसको sort किया है. उसके बाद it's based on the higher date, but this is not a good example because employee number is always going to be unique. So ये second order by कब use होगा, let's say employee number अगर दो employees का same होता, then उस case में क्या होता, it the those two values will be sorted as per their higher date. Let me just make it a first name over here, name, and then let's run this and see. As you can see here, there are so many names with their first name as Zonko. I hope that this is the right uh, pronunciation, and if not, I'm extremely sorry about that. So this person's name is Zonko, and as per the, so सबसे पहले sorting हुई है as per the first name. उसके बाद the second level of sorting has been done as per the hire date. As you can see here, this person Zonko Munch has been hired the first, like much before than the other ones, that is on the 1985 2nd of Feb. And uske baad there's another person who was hired on the in the March of 1985. As you can see here, this is in ascending order. So जो भी second number पे same first name का person hire हुआ है, right? And if you, even if you want to do this on descending as well, you can write descending over here, and uske according the your query will run, right? And let's see few more interesting ways to query the data. Then let's see these select star from employees again, and this way this time I'm going to select specific like employees that lie between where your employee number is. So इसमें हम क्या कर रहे हैं, we are going to use the between option keyword between, let's say 11 and 12,000, right? I hope 11,000 12,000 are, yep. So you can see now only the employees that are between 11,000 and 12,000 they are being shown. So uske so you can do this Also, you can use between and clause. This is basically used in case of like numerical values or even for date values. Date के ऊपर भी like you can make it over a higher date कि within the month. Let's say I want to check 1991 के Feb में कितने लोग hire हुए थे. So you can do this that first Feb 1992 to no last Feb I think it was a leap year, so 29 Feb 1992 इनके बीच में between this and this date select all the employees. So based on that hire date, you can see how many people were hired in that particular month or in that in a selective year, right? And then let's move on to another interesting case. So ऊपर अभी हमने we use this function where जिसमें hire date is basically more than the 1999. इसी को यूज करके let's take another case scenario. इसमें क्या होगा where I'm going to use a not operation. So not operation इसमें कैसे यूज होगा? Let me see where not is basically जहाँ पे ये condition false होगी, right? Where hire date is basically greater than जो भी है 1st Jan 1991. So जहाँ पे भी ये condition false होगी मेरे को वही row select करनी है. So let me run this and you can see the output. So output में क्या होगा? All those employees जिनकी hire date is less than 1999 year, only those will be selected. No more than that, right? So so this way आप एक not logical operations भी use कर सकते हैं. And operations तो आपने देखा इसमें between and and के ऊपर how we did that. And same way and हम where में भी use कर सकते हैं. Let's take a case of and as well. So I'm using the same query where hire date is basically greater than this, and I want to add another condition. So another condition add करने के लिए I'll use and, right? And let's say I want to check it on the birth date, and or let me just take employee number, and employee number is greater than, let's say, 20,000. Okay, you can see here employee number 20,000 and hire date is greater than the 1999. So same way you can multiple condition है आप उनको combine कर सकते हैं to filter your queries. So इसमें we had two conditions. इसमें आप if you want you can have multiple condition and one more condition and करके, and you can filter your queries accordingly as per your scenarios, right? Let's say one more interesting case. Select, I'm just going to bore you with all these select queries first. उसके बाद we'll get to the interesting stuff, that is the using joins and aggregation function. So right from this and then employees, and इस case में I'll show you one more operation जो हम कर सकते हैं, that is where let's say मेरे को first name check करना है for particular first name, like मेरे को चेक करना है किस एम्प्लॉय का नाम is like similar to, let's say मेरे को similar check करना है is to some value. So let me see. So I just want to check if there's somebody named. I will just go something similar to my own name. कोई employee है? Oh, there are a lot of arch. That's cool. You can see here. So basically, what like operator does is like operator क्या है? Similar to your kind of similar to your regex in your programming languages. Like क्या करता है? It just checks something similar to this is present or not. And percentage क्या है? Like there can be any value before this capital A over here, and after C अगर मैंने percentage लिखा है that means there can be any value after this as well. So let me just write the complete name as well and see if there are any Archie present in this data set. No, sadly no, but we saw there are a lot of Arch present. And if I see just ARC, तो उस case में भी you will see all those Arch cases pop up. क्यों? Because it is बिकॉज इसके आगे मैंने परसेंटेज किया है। परसेंटेज का मीनिंग सिंपल है, लाइक देयर कैन बी एनी वैल्यू आफ्टर दिस आर्च। You can see there are lot many values, and you can see here there are other values as well. जैसे मार्को में है, there is ARC present in Marco, and then this percentage is basically कि any values are present, like A से पहले there can be any value and C के बाद there can be any value. So you can see there are other values as well popping up. Basically Marco, and there's Arco as well. It's cool. And as you can see here, it is not case sensitive. But अगर आपको case sensitive search करना है, that also you can do. You can take that as a homework कि आपको अगर in case आपको case sensitive search करना है your any text or varchar value, so how do you do that? So take that as a homework, and let's move on to the next operator. Alright, तो next query जो हम select employees के ऊपर करने वाले हैं, that is on the in operator. So in operator is basically आपको कोई भी पर्टिकुलर कॉलम के ऊपर चेक करना है कि उस कॉलम की वैल्यू किसी एक पर्टिकुलर लिस्ट में लाई करती है या नहीं. In this case I am going to select employee number as a column, and in operator मैंने यहाँ पे यूज किया, एंड इसके बाद मेरे को प्रोवाइड करनी है some list. So मैंने लिस्ट में जस्ट randomly कुछ वैल्यूज डाल दी, राइट, एंड दीज आर दी वैल्यूज. एंड जब भी अब जो सिलेक्ट स्टेटमेंट क्या करेगी, इट इज जस्ट गोइंग टू चेक ऑल दी वैल्यूज एम्प्लॉयज में, एंड उसके ऊपर एम्प्लॉय नंबर में देयर एम्प्लॉय नंबर शुड बी एनी ऑफ दिस वैल्यू, राइट. सो इफ आई रन दिस, यू कैन सी आपके आउटपुट में इट इज ओनली शोइंग this is only, so इसमें आपकी 2000 is your 2000, you have 3000, and you have 5000 4000. These are the particular values of employee number जो हमारे इधर लिस्ट से सिलेक्ट हुई है. Since 10,000 की कोई employee number था नहीं किसी का 10,000, so that's why it has, there's no such case, and you can see only the specific filtered value is present. So अगर आपको कोई भी list provide करनी है as your input, so you can provide it using this in operator, right. Another interesting operator that I want to discuss is the or condition. So or में क्या होता है, just like its name, so हमने ऊपर we took a condition of this and, just over here we took a and condition, and उसके ऊपर we use this, uh, so उसमें instead of and we can also use a or condition. और condition में क्या होगा, you can it is going to see कि कोई एक condition true है कि नहीं. So select all this value from employee, जहाँ पे higher date है, it should either be greater than this date that we have provided, or the employee number is greater than 20,000. So इनमें से let me just make it 30,000 for change purpose, and over here I'm going to provide it as year 2000. So इस केस में क्या होगा, अगर कोई भी एम्प्लॉय की हायर डेट, if it's more than the like Jan 2000 year, or or the employee number is greater than 30,000, अगर कोई भी एक कंडीशन इसमें से ट्रू हो जाती है, then उस केस में that particular column row will be selected for your output. So as you can see here higher date is basically 1988. Just so this condition is false in this case, but इसका employee number is greater than 30,000. That means ये condition true हो गई. So this particular row will be present in our result set output, right? And same way, अगर so all these value are greater than 30,000. Let me just try with 40,000. Maybe उसके uh, as you can see here also higher date is below 2000, but because employee number is greater than 40,000, so these values are getting selected in your result. So or condition is basically कोई भी एक condition जो भी आप और में provide कर रहे हैं, one of the condition has to be true so that it shows in your result set, right. And let's discuss another operator. So another thing I want to discuss is, let's use your uh, salary चलो okay, let's discuss take your salary table for future. पहले let's just see क्या number of rows and columns हैं in your salaries. So you have the employee number, then you have the salary and from date to date. Pretty straightforward table. ठीक है? And so इसमें you can check. Firstly, I'm just taking this where from salaries. इस case में where salary is your salary value is null. Just to check किसी भी employee की salary detail है if it's missing or not. Null is basic. So basically there is no row जिसमें salary की value null है. Right? So why we have done this check? Just to see कि कोई भी employee की salary detail missing तो नहीं है. Another way you can, so null will basically check कोई भी like uh, there is a blank value भी नहीं है. But let's see, there is another way to check blank value. इस case में क्या होगा? The value is not null, but it could be blank. Blank as in just normal character value. We just see. So this case में you can see, I think, yeah, there is no blank value as well present. So that there is no output over here as well in this case. Let's run this query over our employee table as well. Employee table में let's say किसी का caste name blank तो नहीं है. If you want to check where caste name is, so trim function क्या करेगा basically, अगर let's say by chance आपकी जो भी table है, instead of any value there is just space something. So उन सारे space को any extra spaces will be removed, will be trimmed, and उसकी जगह it is just going to check if it's just simple blank value or not. So employee table में भी there is no such row जिसमें last name is not blank. So as you can see here, the trim function is used to remove all the extra space usko, and you can do a blank check comparison using the trim, right? Let's see another query. Is case mein let's do this for the salary from salaries, and is case mein we will do the salary check where salary. So ये between हमने पहले यूज किया था where salary is between let's say 10,000 and 1 lakh. You can see there are a lot of employees जिनकी value इस range में है. So you can see you can use this for your some sort of numeric uh, filtering, as well as आप क्या कर सकते हैं, if you want to use it for your date based filtering वो भी use कर सकते हैं for this between and. Okay, and then there's few more things that I want to discuss about this query. So that may be not possible कि आप इसमें use कर सकें. So let's say cell, it's not specific to salary. This is just a generic SQL में हम क्या use कर सकते हैं. We can multiply or add columns into our query. जो भी result चाहिए उसमें आप multiply add कर सकते हैं 2 columns easily. So I'm just going to use employee number and salary for that. Basically उसके लिए क्या करना है, basically to show you कि how it is possible. But this is just for a test case, so this is not going to be otherwise this is not a very like good idea to know some employee number and salary. Let's say इसकी जगह आपके पास कोई product की table होती है जिसमें you have the quantity of the product and the price of the product. So you can use that. In that case you can use this type of mathematical operation directly select करने के लिए the final price. Let's say आप price and quantity multiply करनी है, so you can do that. Select price multiply quantity from that product table. So उस केस में these mathematical operations are useful. And अभी के लिए I am just to showing you the as an example over here. Obviously, this is not a good idea. This is just to show you as an example. As you can see here, you can do this. And you can see here, यहाँ पे आपका table name क्या आ रहा है? That is employee number. Let me just show you. So इधर आपका table number क्या आ रहा है? That is your employee number and salary, right? So and you do not want to show this as this. So what you can do is as employee underscore salary, right? So उसको आप एक alias भी दे सकते हैं. Alias basically उसको rename कर सकते हैं, and this alias will be your table title over here. As you can see, this is your table title, right? So this is our most of the queries जो मेरे को show करनी थी, and there are lot more aggregation, not aggregation. There are lot more functionality that we'll discuss in detail. That we'll do in our next class. So next class में basically क्या करेंगे? As a homework, I want you all to firstly import this data set or any other data set that you want to practice on in your SQL server. इसको import करने के बाद try to run all these select queries and make yourself familiar with uh, getting data for using these queries, and उसके बाद we'll do your different aggregation functions जो इसमें possible है, and the join basically किस लिए use होता है? To join different tables. Let's say आपको employee and salary, आप you want to see in your output the salary of employee, you can use join to join these two table in your output and see the employee name as well as salary in that particular output जो भी है आपका, वो आप देख सकते हैं. And that out and join के बाद भी you can do several aggregation. Let's say you want to see एक department में what is the second highest salary, and so you can like firstly आप दो have to join these two employee and salary as well as the department table. उसके बाद उसके result के ऊपर you will have to do your order by limit, and so these uh, queries you will have to perform to get your desired output. So we will discuss that in next class. Before that, as a homework, please import your data, any sample data set into your SQL server, and try to get hands-on with all these queries, running these basic queries. And after that, see you all in next class and have a very happy learning experience. If you have any issues, any queries, please feel free to reach out to us or our team on on our social media handle or or via our website. We are always happy to connect with more and more learners. And have a very good evening, guys. Bye bye. Take care.